Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to focus on how India is coming back to its root and how urbanization is spreading to small towns as well. For decades, India's cities and urban centers have been the driving force behind the country's economic growth and development. However, in recent years, there has been a noticeable shift as the rural areas of the country have begun to emerge as important players in their own right. In this video, we will take a closer look at the factors driving this shift, the challenges and opportunities it presents, and what it means for the future of the India. So let's dive in. Tech companies are turning their attention towards smaller towns in India. The COVID-19 pandemic has demonstrated that remote work is feasible, and with middle to senior level talent relocating to smaller cities for a more satisfactory work-life balance, Tier 2 cities and Tier 3 cities are quickly becoming the future tech talent centers. According to the report by Randstad Insights Talent Trends, cities such as Chandigarh, Vadodara, Indore, Coimbatore, Kochi and Trivandrum are becoming significant employment centers for the IT industries. Major technology corporations and consulting firms are recognizing the potential of these small cities and are establishing or expanding their operations in these areas. This trend is not only providing opportunities for tech talent, but is also helping to reduce the concentration of talent and resources in a few select cities, leading to more balanced regional development across the country. In addition to providing better work-life balance, these smaller cities are often more affordable and offer a lower cost of living compared to larger cities, making them an attractive option for both employees and companies. With the rise of remote work and digital connectivity, it is becoming increasingly feasible to establish tech companies and work remotely from anywhere in the country. However, this trend also brings its own set of challenges. Smaller towns and cities may not have the same level of infrastructure and resources as larger cities, which can pose logistical and operational challenges for companies. Moreover, there may be a shortage of skilled talent in some areas, which could limit the pace of growth for companies. Nevertheless, the shift towards smaller towns and cities represents a significant opportunity for the Indian tech industry and could help to drive more inclusive growth and development across the country. As companies continue to explore new talent hubs and tap into the potential of remote work, it is likely that we will see further changes in the landscape of the Indian tech industries in the years to come. Small towns in India are not only attractive markets for larger companies but also for startups. According to a report by YourStory, around 20% of Indian startups are now based in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Many startups are recognizing the potential of these areas and establishing their businesses in smaller towns, taking advantage of lower cost of living and growing market potential. For example, Kheti and Dehat, both based in Hyderabad, are leveraging technology to help farmers in rural areas increase their productivity and profitability. These startups have raised millions of dollars in funding and have seen rapid growth in recent years. Similarly, companies like ShopX and StoreKing are using digital platforms to provide access to goods and services in remote areas. With the rise of digital connectivity and remote work, it is becoming increasingly feasible to start and run a business from anywhere in the country. Overall, small town startups represent an important and growing part of the Indian entrepreneurship ecosystem and could help to drive more inclusive and sustainable growth in the years to come. As more startups recognize the potential of smaller towns and tap into the opportunities they offer, we are likely to see further innovation and development in these areas. Big businesses are increasingly recognizing the potential of small towns in India. Tier 2 and 3 markets are growing faster than larger metropolitan areas across diverse categories such as packaged food, beauty, personal care, and quick service restaurant chains. According to a report by Nielsen's, rural FMCG markets in India have grown by 3.7% in 2020 despite the pandemic. As more companies open offices in smaller cities to attract employees who prefer not to return to larger metros, retailers are sensing an opportunity and opening stores in Tier 2 cities. With more companies recognizing the potential of Tier 2 and 3 markets, it is likely that we will see further growth and development in these areas in the years to come. Overall, big businesses are increasingly seeing the potential of small towns in India and are expanding their operations in these areas. This could help to drive more inclusive and sustainable growth and development across the country. Thank you for watching it till here. Do stay tuned for the next video and do share with your family and friends.